What's up, everybody? My name is Nicolett and we're back with another video for you guys. So today's topic of discussion is going to be primarily catered towards photographers, but I'm sure certain things that I say within this video are going to be able to be correlated over most of the art fields, but photography is my number one reference for today. And today I want to talk to specifically the beginning photographers, the photographers who are just now starting out. I want to give you guys 3 tips to increase your skills in photography, and 3 things that you can do, should do to help really push your photography skills through the roof. These are 3 tips that I did not hear from anybody when I was growing up and doing photography in the beginning. It's something that I learned through default. So I just want to give you guys 3 tips of things that you can do, should do to increase your photography skills. So number 1 thing that you should do to increase your photography skills is find a mentor. Sometimes they come from places that you would have never expected. Like I found my mentor, my number 1 mentor I would say, on Craigslist. I applied to a Craigslist ad, they needed a wedding photographer, and I jumped in and was like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I can second shoot, let's do it. And through this company that I ended up working for like 5 years, I learned so many things about a camera. They had different cameras that they offered while we were shooting. I personally had a T3i in the beginning, and I remember they had 6Ds, 70Ds, they had Mark Ds, you know, they had a bunch of different cameras. And for me, I got to learn how to use different cameras. I got to learn why full frame is better than crop sensor. I got to learn about the simplest thing of like looking through a camera, and when you look through, it has all of your adjustments on the very bottom line, like your ISO, your aperture, it has the light meter on the bottom, and it was something that I had seen so many times, but I had never quite registered. And so you just never know. Through a mentor, you can learn so much, and I think it's very important to humble yourself and not think that you're the best, especially when you've just bought a new camera, because there's so many things to learn and a mentor can help you. So in order to find a mentor, I suggest you can do Craigslist. You never know, you might find somebody good. But if there's certain companies as well that are in your local area, don't hesitate to reach out and be like, hey, if you ever need a second shooter, I'm down to learn, I'm down to help you guys, I can be your grip, etc. Because I won't say 9 times out of 10, but if they're hiring and it looks like you're eager and you want to learn and they're nice people, they will teach you the way. And that, I think, is the biggest thing that you can do to improve your photography skills, is find a mentor who can help guide you through photography. My second tip that I have is creating your own projects. I think creating your own projects is very important to improving your photography. So when I first started out, I started out doing a lot of self-portraits, and while that was fun, I did get to learn, you know, how to like set the timer right, make sure that I'm in focus when I'm doing all of that. Great. But when I started to evolve and work with people primarily and less with myself, there were different things that I wasn't aware of how to do. So maybe it was like communication with clients and how to get them to be comfortable and things like that. And through creating self-projects with people and individuals, I was able to really expand my learning and figure out how to work with people. So the number 1 example that I have of that is I did a photo project for Black History Month during this year. Can't remember. And I photographed 28 African American individuals while interviewing them. While I did some of the interviewing and my boyfriend did some of the interviewing, there was a communication that went through, and it was interesting to see how the beginning shots that I had with these individuals, who honestly, most of them I really didn't know very well, but the beginning shots, there's a vibe that goes with them and they don't seem as comfortable. The lighting is kind of off. That growing into the ending shots of the project, and the ending shots being more full of emotion, more powerful. Some of them were just so happy in the way that they looked, and their smiles and their glows in their eyes. And then the lighting just got better. Like the lighting, I started to understand studio lights and photographing during certain times of day and the importance of lights and just all of that type of stuff. So that project in itself, photographing 28 individuals and pushing myself to do that, really helped me expand and learn about photography and working with people. And then also lighting. So create your own project. That is number 2. And then my last tip that I have, number 3, is to stay inspired, really. Just stay inspired and stay working. If there are any family members that, you know, are having any sort of get together, hey, my aunt, she just had a kid, oh, hey, my niece, you know, she's so adorable, you know, oh, like, so-and-so's getting married, oh, like, someone's starting a clothing line, offer to give them photos for free. Yes, for free. When you start out, it is important to really just get these photos and this portfolio going. And I understand people like to complain all the time and be like, well, you know, my time is worth something. Yes, it is worth something if you are worth something. But when you first start out, your photos are all still being tested, and like, you might miss focus. You might not understand how to color balance. You might not understand how to photograph a event where people are moving. You know, the thing is, I think too many people get caught up with thinking like, oh, well, I can do this kind of portrait, so I can jump into that field and I can do that kind of portrait. And time again, I've been taught that like, product photography is totally different than event photography, which is totally different than portraiture, you know, which is totally different than concerts. You know, each one has a different set of things. So if you can just keep practicing and immersing yourself in these different fields till you figure out, 1, the type of field that you like, but 2, you figure out how to work in all of these environments, I think that that's crucial. So practicing and just offering your service for free $99 in the beginning is very important. I'm not saying if they offer to give you a tip or they offer to pay you a little bit for you to say no, take the money, because you know you might need it for a rainy day. But I wouldn't go in it with the intention of like, hey, so-and-so's having a party, so I need to get paid, because, you know, just do it for free. Do it for free. Build your portfolio. Come on, that's worth something in itself as well. So those are my 3 top tips. Find yourself a mentor. Make sure that you immerse yourself with self-given projects and stay committed to them till the end, and you'll learn a lot of things with that. And then the 3rd thing is just practice. Practice, and take on any gigs, any projects till you figure out, 1, the niche that you like, and 2, you figure out how to adapt to all of those different terrains and environments and stuff like that. So I really just hope that you guys can take this advice and go out into the real world and utilize it for something that is super good. I appreciate you guys sticking it out. I hope this was helpful, and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, all of that down below, and we'll be back next week with another video. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later, skaters. Hey!